But we pulled a little faster. Obviously, everybody knows when I come in because we're set up here with lights that I'm coming in. But Carrie didn't know today.
Surprise, surprise!
So I made a deal with our chef, who I knew was going to be at Put Seafood's open house. And I'm always amazed that they do this switch every day in the middle of the day with a new menu. I mean, it's fresh because it comes in. So in a minute, you're going to see Paul cook the seafood that we had filleted just an hour ago. And Carrie, thank you for being here.
I'm happy to be here.
I'm sorry, this is Carrie Merritt, who's the general manager.
Hello, David.
Tell me what we've got here.
These are our world-famous jumbo lump crab cakes right here that are served with a delicious red pepper aioli.
Before we go any further about food, I want to ask you.
Okay.
McCormick and Schmidt, this is not their first restaurant.
This is not our first restaurant. This is our first restaurant in the Midwest.
Okay.
Our first restaurant in Chicago.
You're famous out west where the seafood...
We're very, very famous out in the Pacific Northwest, very well known out there, and getting a name for ourselves very much on the East Coast as well. But this is our 26th restaurant in the company.
Wow. Okay, big, big, big. How did you come up with the concept, switch the menu twice a day?
Well, the basic idea is that we want to provide the absolute freshest seafood that we can get. We get 2 deliveries of seafood daily, 1 in the morning and 1 in the afternoon. So sometimes we can get something in the afternoon that we couldn't get in the morning, and we want to be able to put it on the menu and provide it for our guests. So we change our menu 2 times a day.
So Paul gave us this, and this is a little ahi tuna. Tell me about this.
It's very nice. It's a yellowfin tuna. It's seared very, very rare, so it's almost like sashimi, and that's served with wasabi, which you got a nice big forkful of there, and soy sauce, and a little spicy cucumber salad on the side.
And finally,
it's our delicious beet salad, something a little bit different for people who are looking for a little bit of an alternative salad. Got some fresh beets on there, and blue cheese, as well as onions, and salad tossed in vinaigrette. It's one of our more popular salads. It's delicious.
We're going to run in the kitchen. Okay. We're going to see Paul make some food, and we're going to bring it out here, and we're going to bring something besides seafood out here, so don't go away.
Okay.
Hi, this is Paul Katz from McCormick & Schmidt Seafood Restaurant. Today we're going to be preparing wild striped bass with a roasted corn, cilantro butter. What we have here is we have corn that's been already cut off the bone. We have cumin, cilantro, whole butter, flour. We have our striped bass here, and what we're going to do is we're going to season our striped bass on both sides. We're actually going to dredge it in the flour. We're going to take a little oil. You always want to start with the top side down, because this is going to be the side that you want to present to your guest or to our guest, and that way you're not presenting the bottom. We're going to slowly put it in the pan so we don't burn ourselves or anybody else who's next to us. So we're going to turn it right now, so if you notice we got a nice little browning. I'm taking the fish out of the pan and actually plating it on the plate that we're going to present it on. So basically we're holding the fish for right now. Now we're going to take our corn. We're going to saute it in the hot oil. We're going to add a little bit of cilantro, a little cumin. We're going to add a little white wine. You don't want to reduce all the liquid out, because then you won't have anything to bind the butter with. Here's our sauce, so we're just going to put a little bit on the sauce, on the fish, and here we have sauteed striped bass with a roasted corn butter sauce.
Well, we just saw Paul make his fish, and he's come up with a few more creations. But let me tell you, McCormick & Schmidt's fresh seafood is not just seafood.
Not just seafood. We have the best prime steaks. We've actually got a pretty good sizable chunk of our menus devoted to steaks and chops. All of them prime, as I mentioned. This is our filet, and it's served on a bed of forest mushrooms, and it's got a little roasted red potatoes and some vegetable.
Okay. A little pasta?
Pastas are really good too.
A seafood pasta.
This one happens to be a seafood pasta, but not all our pastas are seafood pastas. This is a penne with fresh salmon, and it's also got a little dill cream sauce and some toasted hazelnuts. Also mushrooms in that one too. Really nice dish. Probably one of our most popular seafood dishes. This is also
Don't mind me, by the way.
Also salmon, and this one's really rich. It's stuffed with a little bit of Dungeness crab, some bay shrimp, and brie cheese, and then that's roasted in the oven and topped with a lemon butter sauce.
And everybody's favorite, mashed potatoes.
Oh, our mashed potatoes are unbelievable.
Before we wish you a happy Mardi Gras and a lovely anniversary.
Thank you.
I want you to look at the camera and say, hey, what's your phone number, what's your address, and when are you open?
Hey, we are open 7 days a week for lunch and dinner, and 41 East Chestnut, corner of Rush and Chestnut, McCormick & Schmick's Fresh Seafood Restaurant. Come on down and see us. 312-397-9500.
And don't forget to ask for Paul.
Don't forget to ask for Paul.
Bye.